right, we are live. So I'm on the charts right now at 7:34 Eastern. So I won't take a trade until probably an hour and 20 minutes from now would be like around the 8:50 macro, but realistically, I am going to wait till 10 a.m. Eastern. The first trade I will allow myself to take will be at 8:50 macro. So I did some analysis and I'm excited to show you guys because there's some things that I noticed, and yeah, let's get right into it. Now, as always, when you start out with the higher time frame analysis and put that in the journal. Oh, and I gotta pull up chat on my phone. But I've already basically done the higher time frame analysis, so it shouldn't take that long. And then from there, we can go straight into setting up the chart, I'm pretty sure. Let me look. I made a new routine for my schedule. So high time frame analysis. Okay, high time frame analysis, then weekly profiling, and then we'll get into the rest of it. So, okay. Oh, first, let's talk about news today. So, we do have news today, I'm pretty sure. So, let's go pull that up and figure out when that is happening. Pull up the other screen here. We do have news today. So, I've been hitting the gym before going on the charts, and it actually helps me think so much better. I'm feeling better, so hopefully I can trade better, but we'll see. Okay, so today we have unemployment claims coming out at 8:30, so that's in about an hour, and then Trump will speak at 11. So, with all that in mind, let's take a screenshot of this. And this is the news for today. So I'm thinking maybe we should clean up all of these because most of these people don't use, but I'm trying to figure out maybe some people would want to use them. So I'm not sure. I'm looking at what something said. Nah, I think having an understanding of everything is useful. I understand what Fishy's saying, but I honestly I disagree. I think the more you understand, the better you're gonna trade, and that's literally just common sense. But I don't know. A lot of people disagree with me on that, and that's fine. So, with all that in mind, let's go ahead and pull up Discord here. Alright. Oh, I already have it pulled up. Okay. So, news today. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at higher time frame stuff. So, as I have been saying for quite a while, actually let's just go a higher time frame here and put this in my journal. January 23rd, 2025. Okay. So, higher time frame is bullish. I even if we end up becoming bearish later on, I still think that the high of this candle would probably want to be swept. And on the lower time frame, we are getting an S&T with this high right now, but I'm not sure it's going to hold because, once again, if this is going to end up being like a higher time frame CRT, like let's say theoretically this becomes a 6-month CRT, well, we're going to need to have swept this high. And this actually would make a lot of sense because we have 5 months until this closes. So it could end up becoming a CRT, a 2-candle CRT. So, yeah, I think this is incredibly relevant. This is actually previous year's high, right? So if, like, just think about it from, I'm trying to think. Like, if the market wants to go lower, which we know that it will probably eventually because we have, well, one, we have RTH gaps all the way down along this side of the curve here. You can see that right here. We got RTH gap here, RTH gap here, RTH gap here. We got unfilled RTH gap here. So that's the first hint that the market's going to go lower eventually. The second hint is, I mean, all of this is super generated. So eventually we're going to go lower. But if we're going to go lower, I do think we need to sweep previous year's high. I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about that. Or at least take previous year's high. Why is it on the bottom? Did I draw the line upside down? What the? Okay, what? What? Why is it upside down? That's so weird. Okay, right now it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out later. So, if we are to go and target all these RTH gaps, because I think we are going to come back and fill these in eventually. We left a lot of them, right? That's the first thing I'm going to take note of for the higher time frame journal is we have a lot of RTH gaps below. And so eventually the market's going to want to come fill these. But I don't think it's going to want to come fill these until we've taken all-time highs. Or most likely. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because we ended up getting S&T, so maybe we come lower right now, but I'm going to think a little bit more before I talk more. Okay, we got this gap here, we got this gap here, and we got this gap here. First, So yeah, we left 3 RKH gaps below. We're still delivering from this monthly gap. I still see us going and drawing to all-time highs. Okay, genuinely, what is going on? It's upside down. But it's important to mention something that I noticed not too long ago, which is that we are getting an SMT with this high in the short term. So we got SMT with this high. I'm not confident that this will hold, but I'm just going to take note of it. I don't know why the lines are upside down right now, but whatever. Then we got this giant, remember this New Day opening gap from a long time ago? Anyway, we've covered a lot. We still have this weekly respecting candle here. Okay. Alright. I think we've done enough high time frame analysis, so let's just chill and set up the chart. So I want to show you guys what I have found so far and go into detail on everything that I'm thinking. So on lower time frame chart right now, note this 2-hour down close candle. Actually, first note that, what's the first thing I want to know? First thing I wanted to know is let's see. Oh. Is this 2-hour CRT? And check, okay. So, okay, actually no, the first thing I want to note is the 4-hour data inverse. The 4-hour data inverse here. Actually, let's just start drawing everything out. I'll just start drawing everything out. So right now we have respected this 2-hour mean threshold here. So look at this. Boom. You see that? It's respected perfectly, right? And then we're getting a 2-hour CRT off of this level. Oh, I forgot to do weekly profiling. Shoot. I'll do that later. Right now I just want to chill and set up the chart. So with this in mind, you can possibly frame this as a buy model in the short term. I'm curious if we got S&T. Yeah, we got a low, and then a lower low on NAS, and a higher low on whatever it's called. It's so confusing to see that say bottom, not top. So we ended up getting this 5-minute SMT at this 5-minute CISD here. And actually, look at this. We hold the mean threshold of that. So clearly we're holding this -1 very well. What is going on there? We left equal highs here. So I personally see all this as low resistance. Measure this out like this. Yeah, the 4 to 4.5 above those equal highs. never finished weekly profiling. But right now, I honestly don't know what the weekly profile could be. Yeah, I think it's just skip weekly profile for now, cause I don't know. We did already hit the midpoint. I kind of see this as LRLR. I don't know, I think maybe I should just leave weekly profiling to be a nightly thing. Because it's kind of stressful to do in the morning, honestly. You don't really need to do it in the morning. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Starting right now, I'm not doing high time frame analysis and weekly profiling in the morning anymore. It's too stressful. That's a nightly thing. Yeah. In the morning, I gotta actually be looking at the chart and figuring out what's going on. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Anyone say anything? No. Might take a break in a bit. So on one hand, we had the 4-hour inversion. But look at how it inversed it. It inversed it with a giant wick. We did get that giant SMT, which could sponsor a short-term move back to I'm thinking this 4-hour order block makes decent sense. But in the short term, we might need to come back up and go to this. So this is a 1-hour breaker. And yeah, Sure, we might be drawing to that order block, but we might need to come to this breaker first. This was also a CRT, and you'll note that we already hit the CRT low. So a lot of reasons combined to be bullish right now. All this is definitely low resistance. See, I've got a pretty good higher time frame model framed right now. We got a 1 hour CSD. Yeah, I think this could be a low. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I'm not really able to focus right now. Like I want to, so yeah, I'm gonna take a break, and when I come back, I will set up the right hand chart completely. Alright, that was nice to get a reset. I felt a little out of tune with the markets, honestly. And whenever that happens, I like to just get away from the screen and give myself a reset. So, I'm back now, and I am just going to start completely from scratch right now. I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm trying to like force an idea. Instead of that, I'm going to just look at everything and then see what the market shows me. So, with that in mind, let's start out with what we usually look at, that being London and Asia. So, we got London below, we got this London below, and we got this Asia below. All of these are significant lows in the market. And what I'm realizing is like, it's not that complicated. Like, and also I like, in my head I'm like, oh, everything's like predetermined. I'm like, well, not necessarily. Like, maybe, but also like, just kind of use common sense. Like, where's the most liquidity at any given time? That's where the market wants to go, right? So just understand that, like, sometimes you just need to use common sense and stop overcomplicating stuff. That's something that I'm realizing. So anyway, we got both of these Londons below. I still don't know why it's saying that this is the bottom. I don't get that. It's whatever. It's kind of annoying, but it's fine. It's not like the end of the world. So we got London and two different Londons and then Asia below. We are holding, it's relevant to mark it out just because this is real, this is happening. We're holding this 2-hour key level, the midpoint of this down close candle. You can see that right here. The market is holding that. So pull this out over here, mark this as that 2-hour. And once again, you could say this is a CRT, but I'm just gonna be cautious because what's possible is, although it's a CRT, remember sometimes the CRT only goes to the midpoint, right? So I'm being careful. You can see that we actually did hit the CRT midpoint already, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's just keep getting more information. So the 4-hour did inverse. Not sure how to mark that out on the chart. We got London's highs above, I'm pretty sure. So there's London's highs. And remember, we said that there's decent liquidity above here. So we'll just mark this out as like, yeah. We'll note the 2-hour CRT. Or maybe you just consider this an hourly CRT. Oh, you know what? Now that's interesting. Because if you just think about it as an hourly CRT, well, we have this hourly fair value gap. So maybe we go to the hourly CRT high and that's it. Okay. I think if we're gonna get move higher, let's think here. We also have the new day opening gap that is a pretty good draw on liquidity below. So we'll mark this out. So the idea is we just want to be able to frame a high probability model. And then once we do that, we can find lower time frame trades within that model. Hey Etsy, bro, so I'm starting to really understand my trading style. So I'm just, every day, I'm just going to mark out everything that I see. And then based off of all the information, I'm going to outline a model, right? Like a sell model, a buy model, whatever, right? And within that model, I'll take my trade, if that makes sense. And so that's why I have so much information on my chart, is because I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what's the high probability model, and then from there I can organize a lower time frame trade. So I'm just marking everything out right now. I hope you're doing good, Etsy. So yeah, these are also 4-hour lows, or no, hourly lows, 2-hour lows. London's low of the day. Okay. We have, yeah, we'll mark out this hourly fair value gap. And then this 1 hour CRT high here. So right now the market's in a consolidation. I would not consider trading anything until we get something more obvious. Oh, you know what? We just left the data high. Oh, that's fire. Okay. So not only now do we have equal highs above, where are those? Equal highs. Dude, this is looking good for eventual longs. I'm not saying right now because we're in a consolidation and we might want to go take out these 4-hour lows. I'm going to actually just mark this out as 4-hour lows. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back. I don't think we're going to go to that CRT high in the short term because we left the data high. And so what might need to happen is we might need to come sweep these lows before we go to the data high. This is a nice data high though. We left triple equal lows. Okay. Pretty clear consolidation here. So there's definitely liquidity building up here. So some kind of move is going to happen. We just have to figure out what it is. Let's look at higher time frame key levels. I mean, the main thing is just like this opening gap. This opening gap seems like, I don't know, and then we have that order block. We have this order block that's below it. So I'm just trying to keep an open mind and look at everything. So here's that 4-hour order block below the new day opening gap. If there is going to be a buy model, it'll probably happen there. I was thinking maybe this could be like a short-term sweep of the highs here, and then we continue lower, and then, but I don't know. I'm kind of trying to be conservative with. I'm just gonna make my trades based off of like where's liquidity and not try to predict stuff. So if it wants to come lower and then higher first, okay. If it wants to go higher than lower first, okay. All okay with me. So okay, here we got our stat map. And we went to, oh my gosh, we went to the manipulation level yesterday. So starting to get this, feels that maybe this could be a bearish day where we continue down to London and Asia. Especially because remember we had that really, really high time frame SMT that could sponsor a move lower in the short term. We got this giant SMT. Okay. With this giant SMT, even though we left equal highs, in the short term, I could see the market wanting to go take out the London and Asia from yesterday. So I'm wondering, let's just maybe get rid of all this. I know that. Like, I know we got the equal highs, but like, the market's moving lower, and we got this SMT with the daily manipulation level. Let's see how the market's responding to. Like, let's see if what order flow is looking like on the lower time frame here. We have a new day opening gap here. So same thing about. Oh, man, I really could see both sides because we do have this new day opening gap. So maybe we want to come back test this first. Well, look at how the daily candle already kind of used it. I'm open-minded to both possibilities still. Look at how the candle bodies are respecting this EHPDA though. We have this 1 hour for value gap. Okay, I'm starting to lean towards the idea of, oh, session stat map just opened up, I think. Did it not? Okay. Alright, so I want to see one of these get hit, probably. honestly, I think this session. I think I want to see this 1 hourly fair value gap get filled, and I want to see a sweep of the data high. Yeah. Because look at how the session manipulation level um, is resting right above this hourly fair value gap. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of London's highs. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this and this, because what I'm looking at is the idea that we've already backtested this daily manipulation level for the day, and so if the session's gonna continue lower down, if this daily distribution level is aligned with, yeah, the daily distribution level is aligned pretty well with the 4-hour order block. This is a pretty significant discount level that I think if the higher time frame's bullish, they're gonna want to get orders filled here. I'm just trying to like really conceptualize what is going on, right? Not just trade based off of patterns, but really conceptualize like institutional investors, what's going on in their minds, right? They want to get orders filled at this 4-hour order block and this new day opening gap. So they'll probably send the market lower to go get those orders filled. I don't know though. What do you guys think? My initial idea was this would be a buy model, but after looking at this more, it's possible that I was offside. The market is moving lower right now. We inverse the 4-hour, remember that. We inverse the 4-hour. We got that new day opening gap all the way up here. Oh, we got this new week opening gap. This is kind of nice. Yeah, both of these, I think these would both be nice like areas the market will want to draw to. Oh, that RTH gap. Let's look at that. Yeah, I mean, the RTH gap low will be right around that 4-hour order block. So, from this low to this high. So the daily stat map is at this low. The RTH gap's right here. RTH gap low at the end of the new week opening gap. So I do think this S&T really does sponsor a move down to at least go to this 4-hour order block. I mean, let's look at the other screen real quick, but like, name another key level in between the SMT and here. Okay, well maybe this 4-hour for value gap, but I'm kind of thinking this order block is a nice spot to fill orders, at the least. If not, we just go lower because we got the SMT. So, I mean, maybe we need to come back up and retest it like we did here. I'm keeping an open mind. I'm not suggesting we have to do anything. I'm just looking at liquidity and all the possibilities. So. Yeah, and we also hit that max distribution, daily distribution yesterday. I'm starting to get a little bit more of the hang of how to actually use stat map. Because you can use like yesterday's levels as a confluence for today. It's crazy, but I'm noticing it. Okay. Tricky. We got liquidity above and liquidity below. We got both. I think the 4-hour order block aligned with this daily stat map level is somewhat significant. Let's get rid of this. I don't care about that anymore. Yeah, because on a low time frame, this is also a breaker. So maybe like a push into this area, a sweep of the data high. Into the session manipulation level. So yeah, I see this as a possibility where something like this. Well, I guess I technically need to move these over so it's aligned with time. Because there's going to be a lot of people trying to long up to this LRLR, and we might not be ready to go there yet. gonna try and be conservative right now. I'm not gonna map out a model yet. I'm open-minded to other possibilities right now. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna tie myself down to anything. I mean, this look at this breaker right here. It would make sense if we came up and then filled this breaker, you know? But we'll see. I'm open-minded to all possibilities right now. Looks like we'll probably come up to this data high. I mean, the 4 hour really did inverse. So. Alright, I'm starting to get, what's it called, when you kind of like you're starting to freeze up. So I'm gonna go take another break, and then I'll come back with a fresh mind. So yeah, I'm wondering if I should get rid of stuff on my chart. Yeah, low key, because if I want to be able to go do the same analysis I just did and come to the same conclusion. So I'm gonna get rid of everything, and then I'll look at it later. Well, actually, there's a lot of stuff over here that's helpful. Yeah, so maybe not yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing weekly profiling. I'm just gonna do that in the evening. So let's get rid of everything, and I'll come back and mark it out again. Well, no, yeah, I'll just get rid of. There's not really any point in getting rid of certain things. Like London, Asia, and 4-hour lows. I'll get rid of this though. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna just keep an open mind to all possibilities. Okay, so I was thinking about it some more, and because we inverse the 4-hour, if I go back to my other screen, take a look at this. We inverse the 4-hour. Because of this, I think we should at least go to this 4-hour order block. So if we're gonna come retest the premium array, might make sense to come test this 1-hour order block here. Actually, this 2-hour one. Or maybe we don't need to come up that far. Yeah, there's a lot of liquidity below. Like if you look at this. Let's mark out this 2-hour order block. Keep an open mind here. But yeah, we inverse the 4-hour. Inverse the 2-hour. I don't know though. I guess we're still bullish right now. Like this could just be like think about it from weekly profile, right? We still could get expansion the rest of the week. I don't know. I kind of want to, like, if we're going to get expansion the rest of the week, I kind of want to see this get filled. We already swept out the majority of this. So, I think back testing this opening gap makes a lot of sense. Actually, I want all the stuff back from before. mm. It's also possible we need to go run this. Because there's good liquidity above, but there's good liquidity below. I don't know. I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to do anything until it's very obvious that what's going on. Because right now it's not super obvious to me. I'm going to try and look for S&Ts. I mean, yeah, hopefully we'll get a bearish S&T with this high here. That would be nice. And then we could get this. Okay, I'm gonna take another break. I'll be back. I want to have the 1 minute chart pulled up on MNQ though, just in case we start to get anything. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, hey, bro. So I was just taking a break for a bit because the market's in a giant consolidation, Chop City, and um, right now I'm stuck between two liquidity pools. I see this as low resistance liquidity, but I also see all this as low resistance liquidity. So I'm not really interested in anything until it becomes really clear to me what's going on. So I'm just being patient. We left out a we left a data high above, so that's relevant. We've got these 4 hour lows down here. We've got equal highs up here, equal lows. A lot of liquidity on both sides. So we'll just have to see. It's like I really want it to be really obvious, right? We might sweep out the data or the 4 hour lows and then maybe we can frame it by model, but I'm not convinced of anything right now. It would be a little more convincing if we ended up getting SMT. We did get SMT with this high, so we did get SMT here. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. There's low resistance liquidity on both sides of the market. Like here's pretty good. I'm right now. I don't really know, bro. How much can we make realistically in a day by $1,000? Well, with $1,000, you can buy um, a few prop firm, quite a few prop firm evaluations actually, and um, I would just work on I would work on those slow and steady, or if you want, you can. There are ways to try and pass them faster, but then once you get those funded accounts, uh, like you can make $1,000 a day with the funded accounts, and then like depending on how many you have. If you have like, I would say like if you have like 3 or 4 funded accounts, you'll make $1,000 a day. If you have 8 funded accounts, you'll make $2,000 a day. If you have like 12 funded accounts, you'll probably make 3,000 a day. So that's the end goal for all of us, and I know we can all get there. So anyway, yeah, right now it's just unclear to me. So I'm just gonna be hands off until something light bulb happens here. I'm gonna chat on my phone because I'm trying to use this other screen right now, actually. Is ICT better than price action? So, I mean, regardless of how you look at the market, whether you're looking at other things or ICT concepts, it all revolves around the same thing. I mean, people who trade trend lines and all this stuff, like they're they're doing the same. Like anyone who's profitable is doing the same thing. You're targeting old highs and old lows, and so at the end of the day, um, there's not one that's better than the other, but it's your personal preference. I like ICT; it makes sense to me. But some people like you might prefer trading price action, and then that works great for you. So just like understand they're all different. Anything that's like a profitable strategy is it's all looking at different versions of the same idea, which is running through old highs and old lows. So, all right. So market open in 2 minutes, guys. All right, I gotta like get focused because like right now I'm not focused and that's not good. I gotta lock in. So, okay. But like I said, we're in a consolidation right now. Nothing is obvious to me, and until we leave this consolidation, it likely won't be. Big issues are one, we have equal highs, but then we also have all this trendline liquidity below. So we have London below, we have Asia below, we have London above, we have a data high above. It's not ideal to just have liquidity on both sides like that. I want to just see something obvious personally. But yeah, currently we're in a giant consolidation, so I mean we might end up getting a move to the data high. It's possible. But I mean, as far as right now as goes, we're in a consolidation and I'm just watching. So hopefully we'll get something here soon. But there's nothing I can do to speed this up. This is just the market just consolidating. It's waiting for something to happen. It might be waiting for Trump to speak at 11. If so, then yeah, I don't know. But there's not much I can do besides just sit here. Like I have everything pulled up on my other screen. I can see, yeah, we got the data high. We got 4-hour lows below, London lows below, Asia below. But nothing really seems obvious. Do you guys have any ideas? What do you guys think? I'm just looking for some kind of liquidity to get taken and then target a different kind of liquidity, and then that's basically all I'm looking for. Like if we can, yeah, if we can come down and sweep these 4-hour lows, then I'll consider going up to the data high. That'd be cool. Especially if we take out this LRLR. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. We're in a consolidation. Like I want to be like, oh yeah, this is the trade, but there's just consolidation right now. I legitimately, I can't do anything to change that. So we're finally getting some movement though. One possibility, I really do think this is a strong possibility actually, is this possibly could become a 4-hour CRT where, I mean, if we take out these 4-hour lows, then we could run up to these 4-hour highs. It's a nice 4-hour candle, and we do have that LRLR above right here. It's just the main issue is we've got so much liquidity below too. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see something obvious. Probably best case scenario is maybe we take out this in a wick down, and then we could trade this reversal back up to this side. But yeah, honestly, that's probably like the best scenario if I had to pick something. Like maybe we take London's lows. Maybe we take London's lows. I don't know if we make it to Asia. Asia's kind of far away, but maybe we take London and then reverse up to the CRT high. But I don't know. I'm still open-minded to anything, honestly. But right now it's clearly consolidation, so what do you guys think right now? If I turn on 2-hour, what do we get? So yeah, I think this 2-hour CRT, it essentially got rejected at the midpoint, which is something you need to be aware about with CRTs, is they'll get rejected at the midpoint a lot. Got rejected at the midpoint here. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards us needing to take out these lows, and maybe, I mean, this just seems like a lot of liquidity right here, right? It seems like there's a lot of liquidity just resting here. We sweep that out, and then we could come back higher. And where's the statistical level, manipulation level for the session? Okay. Yeah, man, it's tough because there is LRLR above and below. FA, are you watching? What do you think? It's very unclear to me. It's very unclear. Alright, there we go. We're getting the movement up higher. Looks like we might be going to the data high. Yeah, I'm just being patient. I like, if nothing is light bulb, if price action looks like this, I'm not doing anything. That's That's crazy. That's crazy. Hmm. Let's try and do a little bit of analysis here. Yeah, I think if I had to pick one idea, okay, uh, both both ideas are valid. That's the thing. But we inverse this 4 hour. No, I genuinely can't decide. I think both ideas are valid. I will just wait until we get one or the other. It's just like, what else am I supposed to do? Hmm. There's just liquidity on all sides right now. I man, like, look at this. Good liquidity here. I just want it to be light bulb. Like, I don't want to have to deal with this where we have liquidity here, and then also now we got liquidity here. I feel like it seems like there's more liquidity below than above. If we just look at this objectively, we got all of this, and along with that, we have this 4 hour order block that can be used for institutions to fill orders. So if you're an institution, you want to fill orders, you have to have retail stop losses to fill your orders. So you have to get liquidity somehow. And we got a giant S&T. And this 4 hour, Yeah, the 4-hour order block lines up with everything. I mean, session distribution level. I'm gonna lean on the side of bearish. I think I'm gonna go lean on the side of bearish because once again, if we can get SMT here, and then hit this session manipulation level, and we got that higher time frame SMT too. So the 4-hour inverse, that's another confluence. I'm gonna just trust my instinct right now and go with this this idea of leaning on the side of bearish because this 4-hour order block, good liquidity below, London, Asia below. Versus what's the other argument? We have LLR above. That's the main counter argument. So like theoretically, if this is a manipulation move, it needs to go like right here. Oh wait. Yeah, I mean, this just looks, it looks too good for the market to pass up. There's just so much liquidity below. I get that there's these highs above, but just from a liquidity standpoint, there's a lot more liquidity below right now than above. And we have this opening gap. The market wants to probably come down to that as well. I'm just trying to look at this purely from a liquidity standpoint. It seems like we got more liquidity below than above. Okay, we're taking one side of the range here. We have that data high. We get any one setup for life in here? Not that I see. 15-second. I think you would get stopped out on that. Nice momentum candle on the 2-minute. That, yeah, that honestly could have been a good trade to the data high, but I wasn't gonna take that. That looks really good. I don't know if the market's gonna be able to pass up on that. Okay, which screen can you see? You can see my main screen. Okay. I will pull up Tradevate because we are going into 10 a.m. here, so this is probably the most likely time for us to get a trade. I'm still not seeing much right now, unfortunately. Unless we come up, get this SMT, and then inverse to the downside. I think that would be pretty good, actually. So, like if we went, let's see, like maybe push into this order block here. Okay, this is the one thing where I'd be like, okay, this would be pretty good. If we come up and push into this order block and hit the session manipulation level with SMT after sweeping the data high with all this liquidity below, and then we get like a 5-minute change of state delivery or something, like that's where I'd be like, okay, I actually really do like this. But other than that, I'm not. I mean, it's just scary with liquidity above. Definitely, it's definitely scary. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm learning that like looking at the markets purely from a liquidity standpoint is like one of the best ways you can go about it, honestly. Oh man. Let's see if we still have this possible SMT. Yeah, we still have it. I'll just remember that that's there. Yeah. I mean, we have, once again, we have two different Londons below and we have Asia below. I think there's more liquidity below than above, but I don't know. Hmm. So I probably want to see like a 5-minute CISD off of this. If I'm gonna take a trade, that's really probably what I would want to see. And I don't think we're gonna get that for quite a while, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm not sure what we want to do about that. sure there's much to do. This is the only high probability trade that I see right now, is if we got a sell model here with SMT, and I really don't know if that's gonna happen because we got equal highs above. So this could be your Judas swing. What do you guys think? There's 4 of you watching. What do you guys think? Right now I'm like, this price action is just really, really sucky, and there's not much I can do about that. If we end up getting an inversion back down, or ideally I'd probably want to see a 5-minute CSD with the SMT, then okay, then maybe that would be decent. But that's kind of like the one thing that I'm considering. One other reason that I like this is because this 4-hour order block is aligned with the session distribution level. And we had the daily manipulation level get hit yesterday, and then yesterday's max distribution level get hit yesterday. So tough. I don't know. There's so much liquidity below. Like, I have a hard time if institutions want to send the market higher. I don't think they're going to until they send it lower and get all their orders filled. Okay, going into 10 a.m. Dude, this is not tradable right now. It's genuinely not tradable. We still have not hit the data high. This is terrible. There's literally nothing I can do right now. What do you guys think? Does anyone have any thoughts? I have no idea what to do. There's no light bulbs, nothing. This is just garbage. Like, okay, I guess if we came down and got an inversion up, maybe, but I was kind of preferring us to come up and then go down, but maybe if we come down first, then fine. I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind. we get SMT? Oh, yeah. We got SMT. That'll do it. That'll do it. You gotta look for SMTs. That's why I want to have chat on my phone so I don't miss the SMTs, because they're pretty important. Okay. So we got SMT. We have a 3-minute for value gap, 3-minute breaker. This might send us lower. But is it super high probability? No. But it might work. Actually, it's not bad. Maybe if we get a 30-second inversion off of it. Okay. If we get a 30-second inversion off of it, then maybe. I don't like how we have equal highs. Man, I don't like how we have a data high. You know what? No. I'm not gonna do anything. This is low probability trading right here. I'm not doing it. No way. I might just need to step away from the charts for a second. Like, I really do not care that we got a 3-minute SMT. There's no higher time frame anything. It's just garbage right now. Okay. Now that's okay. Now this could take us up to the data high. This actually could. Yeah, we probably go up to data high here. This inversion is decent. It's just I'm not super big fan of this consolidation type price action, but maybe this works. I'm not taking it, especially because you're going against that 3-minute breaker block I was talking about. It's just nothing is clear right now. But I would like it if we did come up and, oh man, yeah. The one thing that it would be good is if we came up and swept this high. That'd be sweet. Alright, that's what I'm looking for right now. Market might be waiting for Trump to talk. Okay, I'm taking another break. This is stupid. The macro is almost over. There's no trade here. It's just, yeah. I don't think there's a trade. Personally, I mean, sure, yeah, there was a breaker and a Fervai gap here. I don't care about the 30-second trade, honestly. Fine. Whatever. I don't care. It's not worth it for me. Okay, we're probably gonna go run the lows now. Actually, yeah, it's just unclear. I'm gonna take a break. I might need to wait for Trump to speak in another 2 hours, so another 3 hours. Um, yeah. I mean, this is just kind of garbage. Oh, but we are moving now. Got liquidity on both sides, man. I'm not taking this, dude. I think I gotta just come back. Yeah, low-key, I think you just have to come back. Unless I get something obvious here soon. But man, this is just, oh my gosh. This 1 minute inversion could take us to the data high. This is possible. This is actually very possible. I'm not taking it. Just talking. But it's possible we go run lazy quads now. I'm not taking this. And we did not close above. There's really nothing I can do. This sucks. Okay, I'll come back if it ends up being anything, but as of right now, there's nothing.